let's get famous. Baby, let's get rich, let's get famous. Yeah.
Alright guys, so I'm going to be reviewing the Baddies reunion part 1, so let's get into it. First of all, I'm going to be rushing through this video because my birthday is tomorrow. Well, literally in 3 hours, August 16th, so I'm trying to get this video done for y'all real quick. Okay, so the show starts off with cars pulling up. Obviously, the girls are in it. So then, you know, they get out the car, they all look nice, you know. Judi looks so adorable, Seven and Janelle look cute. Everybody looks good. Then the scene goes to Natalie and Jason talking in the room. He was like, oh, that the internet's going crazy with them audios being leaked. And then Jason's basically telling Natalie, like, all the talk today has been about you. And she's like, anything new? Like, she's feeling herself, like, girl, why? Then they go to Christina and Sidney. They're talking about who you're coming for. And then Christina says that yesterday she saw Natalie with cornrows in me and that she's really ready to fight. And then Christina was like, okay, so I'm ready. Whatever she want to do, I'm going to do it. Like, what's up? Then it goes to Seven and Janelle. And then, you know, Seven saying, oh, the reunion is going a different way today. I didn't know she was talking shit about me, so now we got something to talk about. It's gonna be late. So I believe Tanisha was on FaceTime with Amber from season 3. I might be wrong, I don't know, but it was a blonde girl. I believe she was Amber. And she was basically saying, oh, that Natalie's an EP. Why she wearing braids? They feel like she wants to fight somebody that's unprofessional. We're black women. Let's not carry ourselves that way. And I agree, because like really, EP supposed to be like on a higher level than everybody. Like, why are you dressing to fight this looking ghetto? They was like come with a suit or a dress or something. Like, be a boss. Like, why you look like that? And then like you're like almost 40 years old, you got a whole child, you have a husband. Like, carry yourself better than that. Like, Natalie, you gotta do better. You gotta do better. Then that's when, you know, the theme song, Shorty, she a bad bitch. Like, that song comes on and the guy who's performing it, then other girls walk on stage, they all look nice. So as we all know, like, the host is Tamar Braxton and Jason Lee. I don't feel like they should be the host. Like, that was really random to me, like Jason and Tamar. Like, I like Tamar. As far as Jason, I don't like him. I feel like he's really messy. We all know that, though. They should have had, like, Tammy Roman, maybe New York, somebody else. I just feel like Jason and Tamar, like, first of all, I feel like their personalities don't even click. And then, like, I don't know, it wasn't doing it for me the whole year. It just was not. So then Jason's like, oh, how do you guys feel about Sarah not being here? So then Sidney's like, oh, she's a coward. And then Natalie agrees she's a coward. Christina's like, oh, I don't think Sarah's a coward. She was like, oh, that Sarah did what she needed to do, and that's it. Like, I agree with that. Like, I don't think Sarah's scared of Natalie or anybody on the stage, but, like, why would she come? Like, Natalie, you're going to edit the footage in your favor anyways. Why does it matter? And then Sidney goes on to say, oh, that she told me a week ago that she was going to leak the audio. And then Seven's like, yeah, she told me too, but we didn't know she was really going to leak it. Then Janelle feels like Sarah should have came to at least say her piece, like, finish the story. Like, you know, this is a chance for you to like redeem yourself, tell your side, and clear things. I agree with that too. Like, me personally, like, I wouldn't miss the reunion. Like, I'm gonna say what I have to say, clear everything up. Like, don't blame me. I like about to edit stuff and anybody say, like, I'm gonna say what I want to say. So then I believe it was Tamar. She asked Natalie, like, what do you have to say to the girls about the audio being leaked and the things that you said? And she was like, oh, here's my thing, Tamar. Nobody cares about how I feel. These girls always talk about me, and Sarah told me that. And then Tamar and Jason are like, no, it's not about you, it's about what you said to the girl. Then Tamar's like, oh, you're apologizing, you're gonna honor what you said? And then like, oh, I'm doing both. But like, she didn't really apologize, she didn't really own up for it neither. Like, she was just kind of like beating around the bush a little bit, if you ask me. Then Christina's like, oh, I don't really care for an apology, even though she didn't give me one, because I know it's not gonna be real, it's gonna be fake, it's not gonna be genuine, which is not. I agree with that. But basically, in the audio, Natalie was like, oh, Christina's a singer, but she doesn't book shows, she doesn't do this and that. And Christina's like, oh, me and you were never friends like that. I never told you my personal life. I had an addiction. I was offered many opportunities that I turned down because it wasn't right for me in that moment. I don't know if that's true or not. Like, I don't know hers, but that's her word. I'm going to just take it. Then they asked Seven about how she felt. She's like, oh, I don't really care. I never thought we was friends like that anyway, neither, but don't be in my face laughing with me, joking with me, and then you talk all that shit. Like, I'm gonna be like, F you, what you wanna do about it? But yeah, someone's like, oh, I don't bring my kid in grown folks' business. I never talk about your daughter at all. Like, don't talk about mine. Period. Like, don't do that. Then Sidney's like, oh, my feelings were hurt. I thought me and Natalie was friends. The things you said about me was hurtful. Like, I thought we had a bond. You know, Sidney always thinks somebody's her friend. Nobody really likes her like that, to be honest. Like, come on. When they play a clip of all the girls' experience in the house, you know, they show them walking into the house, going to the club. They show like the good ones. They didn't show any fights or anything. So And Jason asked Judi, is like, is she transphobic? Because you remember when they first came in the house, she's like, oh, I don't want to share a room with Vienna sausage. And then she's like, oh, I'm not transphobic, I'm bisexual. Then he asks Sidney how she feels about the comments. She's like, oh, I don't think Judi's transphobic, we used to be friends. I'm like, so what's the problem? I used to be friends. And then Judi's like, oh, we used to be best friends. I'm like, okay, y'all like each other or y'all don't. Like, it's weird. That's when Natalie's like, oh, I brought Sidney on the show as a wild card to see how the fans were going to react. And then Judi's like, oh, the fans hate her. She's terrible. They don't like her at all. And then that's when Sidney decides to be corny and she runs up and throws Lucky Charms all over Judi. And it's just all over the damn reunion stage. And I'm just like, you tried to mimic the Judi breakfast in bed. She's like, oh, I served you breakfast on the couch. Eat that. Eat that. I'm just like, Sidney, you're corny. My thing is, if you watch the show, Sidney be saying, oh, Judi got bigger opinions than me. She be like, oh, Janelle was a man. She like a man. Like, so I don't really know. I can't really feel bad for Sidney all the way. Like, I don't know. I'm having mixed feelings with the situation. So that's when Sidney be even more corny. She posts up like a fake ass picture. I believe it was like a Muppet or a puppet, something like that. She's like, oh, this is Janelle's before photo. She's going around showing everybody, and Janelle just saying there like, what the heck? Then Sidney's like, oh, Sidney, stop, sit down. You know, because that's her friend. Janelle's her friend, so she's going to, like, have Janelle's back. Then Sidney's like, oh, what I'm really mad about is that Judi called about oxygen and don't put me on Bad Girls Club. I don't know if that's true or not. That's when Judi, and that's when Sidney's like, oh, I got a receipt. I believe it was a text message from Judi telling somebody don't put Sidney on the show. And, like, can you have my bag? People don't believe me, like, lie for me, something like that. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just so confused. And then Sidney was still like, oh, that don't confirm anything. Like, I don't know if she really did it or not. I'm just like, I'm confused. Like, it's a drag. Like, I feel like Sidney just ruined the reunion. Like, I'm just over it. That's when Judi's like, oh, Tanisha, you know that's not true. And then that's when Sidney and Tanisha start arguing. Tanisha's like, oh, shut the F up, Sidney. You get on my nerves. Shut up, blah, blah, blah. But you can't really hear, like, everybody's talking now. It's like, they're talking over each other. Like, I don't know what Sidney's saying. I don't know what Tanisha's saying. They just, you just see them going like this to each other. That's when Tamara gets up. She's like, oh, I can't do this. Y'all doing too much. We're women. Why are we doing this? Why are we acting like a fool? And, you know, she just has a moment. Like, she just on the stage. That's when the cleaning people come up and they sleep up the cereal. I'm just like, this is so corny. Like, what the fuck? Why you have to sleep up cereal? Like, Sidney, why do you even bring cereal? Like, so stupid. And that's a wrap for part 1. Nothing really juicy happened in part 1. I feel like part 2 is gonna be better based on like the little shit they give at the end. But that's really it. Thanks for watching. Bye.